Welcome everyone. We're going to get started today seated on our mats. Your legs are crossed in front of you, closing your eyes, aligning your tailbone with the crown of your head, rolling your shoulders back, settling into the moment, finding your presence in this practice, taking deep breaths. Inhale, sweep the arms up to the sky. Exhale, left hand comes down, right arm sweeps overhead. Make sure both your sit bones remain rooted to the mat. You can look up to your hand or keep your neck relaxed. Exhale, coming back to center, reaching the arms up and releasing. Right arm this time down to the ground as your left arm sweeps overhead. Again, check in with your sit bones, making sure you're breathing into the side of your body. And slowly come back to center. For this, you can grab a block or maybe a pillow, placing the soles of your feet together, letting your knees fall apart, and then setting your elbows in front of you on a block, on the ground, or maybe on a pillow. Finding your butterfly pose. Whichever variation feels best for you, breathe into the tension. If you find your mind wandering, come back with each inhale thinking, I am breathing in. And with every exhale, think, I am breathing out. Allow yourself to play around with your positioning, with little movements in this posture. Maybe on your breath out, see if you can fold forward a little bit further, or maybe placing your hands to your knees to help guide your legs closer to the ground. Making sure you keep your spine straight and that you're folding from your hips. Try placing one hand at a time on each knee, gently pushing against the knee to lengthen the stretch. One more breath in through the nose and exhaling through your mouth as you slowly begin to raise your upper body, repositioning, bringing your knees to touch, planting your feet down and letting the knees wave from side to side. Welcoming some movement back into your hip flexors. Coming back to a seated pose with your feet crossed in front of you, readjust now to a tabletop position, stacking your knees under your hips. Breathe in, send the spine to the sky. And exhale, drop the belly, lift the chin and the tailbone. Begin to synchronize this with your own breathing. Allow your body to find its own rhythm. Feeling the breath go into the spine. Then coming back to center, begin to draw circles with your spine, moving your tailbone, your head, and your neck, bending through your arms, welcoming some fluidity into the body, moving in any way that feels good on your body, relaxing, letting go of tension or anything that comes up. Bringing your toes to touch, taking your knees to opposite sides of the mat. Sit your glutes back to your heels, reaching your fingertips forward, elongating your spine into child's pose. Letting your upper body grow heavy. Playing around with lifting your chin or maybe grounding through your eyebrows. Breathe. Allow your body and your mind to rest. Making sure your spine stays straight, you're not curving or arching. You can always walk your hands closer to your legs, lifting yourself up if it's more accessible for your body. Breathe in around through your spine, coming back to an all-fours position. Readjust through the spine for a moment. Tuck your toes, lift your hips, sending your hips back. Finding downward facing dog, begin to walk it out on the spot. We still want to cultivate stillness, peace, and relaxation, so try not to push yourself. Readjust if you need to, sending your collarbones towards your legs and sending your hamstrings to the wall behind you. Inhale, bring your right knee in front, laying it down towards your right thumb, finding swan, pigeon pose. If it's within your practice, you can align your right shin to the top of your mat. If not, you can keep the heel close to the body. If you would like, you can rest your elbows on blocks. If it feels better, you can grab a pillow, bringing your body on top of a pillow or a bolster, releasing completely, letting your upper body be heavy. Or maybe bringing your upper body completely to the ground, making sure your left leg is straight behind you. You're dropping into your hips, feeling the stretch through the right glute. Maybe stacking your hands on top of each other, resting your forehead, and allowing yourself to melt into the ground. Fully relax, fully surrender. As we breathe through this posture, feel free to add a rocking motion side to side or any little movements, maybe lifting and lowering your upper body. It's your practice. Feel free to adjust this posture however it best suits your body. One last breath in. And exhale, lifting up, shifting your weight to your right sit bone, extending your left leg to the front, readjusting and straightening your left leg, crossing your right leg to the outside of the left thigh and aligning your right knee on top of the left knee. It's okay if they don't touch. If you need, you can place a block between your knees or in front of you to place your hands. If your body allows today, begin to hinge from your hips, reaching your chest forward, maybe tucking your chin towards your chest, noticing how that changes the stretch, feeling the intensity through your left hamstring into your left glute and up to your lower back. Allow your breath to steady. And if you need, you can wave your upper body, lifting it and lowering, or maybe rock side to side. If there's a moment when your mind begins to wander or begins to tell you that you can't do this anymore, pause for a moment, checking in with your breath, maybe add a little movement, and reflect. Is the stretch still comfortable? Is it still safe for the body? In this case, can you allow your breath to guide you to hold a little bit further? Or is this something that you need to come out of, to take a break? Beginning to connect with our bodies and understand the different messages it sends us is very important in Yin Yoga. Continue listening. Final inhale through your nose and exhale through the mouth as you guide your body up slowly, softly, and then extending your right leg back, giving your legs a shake. And breathing in as you cross your legs, planting your hands in front of you, readjusting to a tabletop with your toes tucked under. And lifting, sending your hips back, downward facing dog, give it a walk. Noticing the difference in your sides. Continue to send your collarbones towards your legs and melt a little bit further, finding stillness, and this time stepping your left knee towards your left thumb, right leg reaches back. Readjust if you need, and just like the first side, if that front shin can align with the top of the mat, then do so, making sure your right hip flexor stays grounded. You're drawing that right hip towards your mat. If you need blocks or a bolster or pillow, feel free to grab those. If not, relax all the way down to the ground. Holding the swan or pigeon, depending on the type of yoga you're used to. Opening up through the glutes into our low backs, stretching through the hip flexors. Maybe adding little rocking motions side to side. Deepening the stretch, changing the angle, welcoming the release of tension. Almost there. Drawing in one more breath and letting it go. Bringing your arms close to the body and gently lifting your chest off the ground, releasing onto your left sit bone, swinging your right leg in front. Extending the right leg, crossing the left leg over, stacking the left knee on top of the right. Remember, if you need, you can place a pillow or a block between your knees if they don't touch. or maybe placing blocks beside your leg for your hands or your elbows. Now folding, hinging from your hips, keeping your spine as straight as possible, and maybe dipping your chin towards your chest, noticing the shift of the stretch. Give yourself space to breathe. Our half shoelace pose can be very intense. Our hamstrings tend to be tight. Sitting and walking and any kind of stationary work can cause tension to build up in our lower body, and that can climb up our spines as well. Be gentle and kind as you breathe. It's important to recognize that difficult emotions may come up. And if you experience impatience or frustration, even about sadness or uncertainty, Yin Yoga dives deep, releasing tension in myofascia. These are places where we store a lot of memories, of emotions, and while we can feel the physical tension, the mental, the emotional, and our memories all live within us. And when we release, these can come up too. Finding our final cycle of breath in this pose. And with your exhale, slowly lift yourself up, restacking your spine, moving with intention, with kindness, and crossing the legs, giving them a little shake in front of you. Planting your feet and letting your knees fall from side to side. Pausing, holding behind the knees, sending your chest into your knees, and then exhale, straighten the arms, sending your spine back. Inhale, reaching forward. Exhale, send it back. Invite your head and your neck into the movement. Waving yourself. Unlocking the tension in your shoulders. And coming back to center, readjusting blocks now if you have them, stacking one horizontal at the top and the other vertical a little bit lower. You may need to readjust when we lie back, and that's okay. Align the vertical block with your spine, and the horizontal block supports your head. Again, adjusting these however suits your body best, and then extending your legs out, releasing, or maybe bringing the soles of your feet together, knees open, for a reclined butterfly mixed with a supported fish pose. Sending our hearts up, unlocking the tension in the front of our bodies, opening ourselves up to receive. Palms face towards the sky. Granting yourself this rest, this beautiful healing. Finding your breath, begin to extend your legs now, fully dropping into Shavasana. If you would like, you can remove the blocks lying flat on your back or staying in this supported pose. Maybe placing your hands on your belly, or one hand on your belly, one hand on your heart. Noticing the breath, noticing the heartbeat beneath your hand. Holding space for gratitude and welcoming in peace. Beginning now to move through your fingers and your toes. Allow the movement to climb your legs, your arms, and then softly bring yourself off the blocks or bring yourself up. Readjust and move with ease. Finding a cross-leg position, rolling through your head, gently releasing your neck, swaying side to side. Breathing in through your nose, sweeping your arms up to the sky, releasing your shoulders, connecting your palms overhead, and exhale them down to the space between your eyebrows and then to your heart. Breathing, and one final breath. Inhale, sweep the arms up, and exhale, palms together, hovering over your third eye and falling to your heart, finding the space in your heart, joy, for love, for peace, thanking yourself for your practice. Namaste, and I'll see you soon.